Hello, welcome back to more Steve Wilkos. So today we're gonna do my dad was arrested in an underage sex sting, and yes, we are back with Steve Wilkos. I miss it. I feel like I haven't really been in the mood to do so, but today it's early in the morning, and I've been up for a while. So let's just check this video out that I've had saved for a long time, and it's actually a video that I've wanted to show you guys. For a while now, ever since we started watching Steve recently. We'll get more context obviously throughout the video, but yeah, I really want to watch this video. If you like, Catch a Predator, Steve Wilkos, or True Crime, you can check out the channel.
11 years ago, David was arrested during an undercover sex sting called Operation Guardian. This sting was a joint effort involving detectives, officers, and special agents from the Internet Crimes Against Children Task Force. 22 men were arrested and charged for soliciting children over the internet. And Dave was one of those men. He pleaded no contest, but says it was a trap. Tell me what happened. What's your side of the story?
Basically, back in 2007, went on this adult chat room. Reiterate that. It was an...
Okay. Starting off already. My point has already been made, and we're not even 36 seconds into the video, man. So, Dave, I wanted to show you guys this video for a while. I've seen this video before, but I haven't seen it in a decent bit. It's not like I check out Steve often. I wanted to show you guys that the men who get caught on To Catch a Predator, all their ideals and all their ideologies, all their excuses and everything, they exist past TCAP. And I feel like this one is a very good example because he says in 2007, which is around whenever To Catch a Predator was like starting up or like was in a decent chunk of its life, he gets caught in a sex sting. Like, those were everywhere because of TCAP, and he already started reiterating, hey, it was an adult chat room. Come on, it's a role playing chat room. We've all heard it. Okay, we're just getting started.
Adult chat.
He also looks like a mole. He also looks like a rat. Man, I'm sorry, Dave. I'm sorry. Please.
2007, went on this adult chat room. Reiterate that. It was an adult chat room. I had to use a credit card to get in there to prove I was over 18. So I go in there. I did a search of profiles between the age of 21 and 42 years of age because I wanted somebody who could drink. So I did a introduction saying, hi, 42-year-old male. I said my age, and I cut and pasted it to all of them, saying, just want to talk. And only one came up, so we started talking for about 5 or 10 minutes.
Only one came up?
And her profile said she was 29 years old. She had a picture, the age and everything, so she was 29. So I said, okay, she's 29 years old. So we started talking, and, unfortunately, it started turning sexual and everything like that.
Oh.
And
unfortunately, it always really just seems like this happens accidentally. The minute I get into any conversation with anyone over the internet, man, I'm already talking about doing it raw. What's that? No rubber. Oh, crap. I hope you know the reference. We watch a lot of TCAP. Okay, I'm sorry. There might honestly be some people that have never seen the channel. To Catch a Predator. Okay, that's all you need to know. That's all we do here.
We started talking, and unfortunately, it started turning sexual and everything like that. And I asked her, well, how old are you? She said 14 going to 15. I said, bull. Okay. First of all, you needed to have a credit card.
She said she was going on 14, going on 15.
14 going on 15, which I didn't believe her because, number one, her profile picture said...
But why wouldn't you believe her?
Because...
Why would a grown woman, lie about being...
Because there's a lot of women that play these games, and that's a...
Stop. Just stop, man. I'm already over this whole video. Like, this is prime To Catch a Predator. It's just, I guess whenever you get caught in a sting operation, you have nothing else to grasp on other than the fact that you could just say that she lied or that you didn't believe her, Oh my God, I'm already up to my wit's end.
When a grown woman lie about being a
Because
teenager.
there's a lot of women that play these games, and that's a defense. That is an actual defense. The fantasy defense is actual defense, and a lot of women do that.
Sounds like he's trying to convince himself. By the way, he sounds like he's trying to convince him. Oh, it's guys, everyone in the audience. This is an actual good defense. Believe me, please.
Defense is actual defense, and a lot of women do that.
But okay, say I'm in your position. Say, God forbid, I'm single again.
I'm an idiot.
And I'm looking for love on one of these websites, and a girl says, by the way, I'm really 15 years old. Do I leap to that theory of, oh, it's a sexual fantasy defense? No, I'd be like, are you really 15? I'm out of here. Like, don't contact me. Wasn't the sexual thing kind of making it hard for you to let this go? Because she had been talking dirty to you.
In the beginning. But then when I started realizing that, that's why I said, well, let's go out for a drink.
Why does he do that? Like, I know, guys, I really don't want to be mean on these, like, on people's looks, right? But why is he blinking so much? Like, he can't stop blinking. I heard somewhere that's, like, some telltale of, like, lying. But to be honest, all that, like, BS talk is just, could just be that. People are just making things up. But, I mean, whenever I used to lie, like, as a kid, I felt like that was just a constant thing that I would do. I mean, it's not like I don't lie nowadays, right? Have I ever lied as an adult man? No. That in and of itself would be a lie. I'm sorry.
Making it hard for you to let this go. Because she had been talking dirty to you.
Well, in the beginning. But then when I started realizing that, that's why I said, well, let's go out for a drink.
Even though she's 14?
No, she wasn't 14. As an adult, let's go out for a drink.
Right.
Okay?
Brother.
So, but she tells you I'm 14.
I know. But, like I said, I didn't believe her. So I got on the phone with her. Another thing, when I was on the phone with her, she did not sound like a 14-year-old. You could kind of tell.
But is she still saying she's 14?
Not after that. She just said it the one time. And I don't know what my ex-wife saw on the police report.
He was married.
It was not mentioned more than once.
I'm assuming his wife at the time, because he says ex-wife, but, probably he was married at the time. We've heard all those too. Oh, she only said it once. Oh, she didn't sound like she was 14. Oh, I invited her out only for a drink. Let me bring her coffee, just like yesterday's video. It just really puts into perspective how, I guess, you have to be a certain type of person to be a predator. I know that's obvious, right? You obviously have to be like a certain type of person, but what I'm trying to say is that I'm truly shocked most of the time that they all make up the same BS excuse and lie and reason on why they do it. Like, he hit 3 like ultimate classic lines from TCAP right there and then. Only out to drink, right? I forgot who said, but I was gonna take her out for a burger. There's someone from the Petaluma sting. Then we have, oh, she only said it once. I've seen that a lot in Takedown. There was most commonly in the guy that brought that like concealed weapon in this little like Bible book. He said, "Oh, I only saw it once, man." Like we see this, and then what else did he say? She didn't sound 14. It's hard to pinpoint who, but there's been so many guys on TCAP that just say that, like, "Oh, she didn't sound her like she was underage."
What my ex-wife saw on the police report, but it was not mentioned more than once. So I said, okay, I'll come over, we'll pick you up. And as I said, I want you to come outside first because I don't know who this woman is. So I've never done this before, never met anybody at midnight. So I said, I want you to meet me.
So you're meeting her at midnight?
Already. Oh my God, stop with me. Stop with this, right? Oh, like, I don't want to keep bringing it up, but boom, that one's also one. I want you to come outside. I don't want to go into the sting house, okay? Because if I go in there, I'll get in trouble. That's what they think. But the minute you arrive to the house, you're already screwed. You know what I mean? You're screwed.
I never met anybody at midnight. So I said, I want you to meet me.
So you're meeting her at midnight?
It was by the time we got done, it was like midnight.
Why are you meeting so late at night? Anybody?
There was nothing else to do. I didn't have to work.
He was bored? Oh, God, man. The bored predator. Keith Williams makes a reappearance in a different body. Well, I don't think Keith Williams is dead, but for context, Keith Williams is another man caught, and he just said that he was just bored and had nothing to do, okay? Oh, my God. I can't believe we've really nailed every single, like, stereotype not even halfway into the video.
Why
I'm
are you meeting so late at night? Anybody?
kind of entertained.
There was nothing else to do. I didn't have to work. She obviously didn't have to work. You know.
She might have school the next day.
Not really. Not the woman I saw.
I knew that's where he was going with that. You can see his mind working, but you see those eyes. You see those baby blue eyes cooking away, right?
No.
Cooking away.
She might have school the next day.
Not really. Not the woman I saw.
Not really.
Not the woman I saw. Because when I got to the house, I told her to come outside.
Did she come outside?
Yeah, she came outside, and it was an adult that came out.
Right.
It wasn't even the same woman in the picture.
And she said, "You're arrested." Well, I wonder if it
Did she
is.
come outside?
Yeah, she came outside, and it was an adult that came out.
Right.
It wasn't even the same woman in the picture.
Right. And what did she say?
And she said, she comes to the car. She says, I'm not ready yet, but you can come in. After I got out, the minute I got in the house, they got me. You know, they
20
Police
guys.
were there.
The police were. They had handcuffed.
Handcuffed you?
Yep, and that was it.
And that was it?
Yep. And,
And
of
you
course-
feel like you did nothing wrong?
Yes, I do, because I wasn't going there to meet with a 14-year-old. I was going there to meet with a 29-year-old.
Even
nobody
though,
wants to believe me.
even though last time she
Ridiculous.
told your age, she said she was 14.
That was the one time, yeah.
And
I
that
said
was
it
the last time.
Yeah, it was last time, and I didn't believe anything.
So
she said.
you believe you did nothing wrong?
Yes, I do.
Did you go to jail?
Yes, I did.
How long?
I went to prison for 3 years, and I had probation for 5 years.
Holy smokes. That is actually a lot compared to what most of the time a TCAP predator would get, to be honest. Like, the most common sentence in To Catch a Predator was like a year. And like a couple, maybe three years probation. 3 years and 5 years of probation is a decent chunk compared to, you know, the I guess the latter, I guess. But doing all that for nothing. Okay, he's like, no, I didn't show up to meet the 15-year-old. Technically, on book, that's what I did, but in my mind, right, in my noodle, that's not what I did. Even though that's not really, it's not really like, you know, what is the word called? I can't believe I'm drawing a blank here. Tangible, right? There's no tangible evidence that you were going to visit a 29-year-old in your mind, you know, because it's all just make believe. You know, I
Did
could
you go
say
to
anything.
jail?
Yes, I did.
How long?
I went to prison for 3 years, and I had probation for 5 years.
Prison for three
Prison
years?
For 3 years. Yep.
Okay,
That's a lot.
so you're in prison for 3 years for a crime that you feel like you did nothing wrong.
Yep.
And you said, I'm going to plead no contest. I'm not going to even chance it.
Yeah.
I'm going to do 3 years in prison.
Yeah, unfortunately, yes.
Now,
Fortunately.
we have these two articles that read that you stated to detectives, the detective was posing as a 14-year-old girl.
Yeah.
And you stated to the person that you thought was a girl, you think you might like to lose your virginity to an older guy?
That is after I realized.
Oh my god, man. This guy at everyone in this audience they're so good, man. I wish TCAF had something like this, but obviously, you know, that's not really possible, is it? You know, it's not, you can't really live react a sting house. Could you imagine though? Like they just had like an audience in the back, you know. Whenever TCAP came out, or like the cameras came out, all the guys would just like get up from their seats and just walk out and see the guy in front of them. But those are always really good tellings whenever Chris Hansen would like expose these guys, where it's like, hey, if you thought you were meeting a 27-year-old, why is it that you stay here? Hey, we need to keep this a secret from your parents because they won't believe our relationship or whatever. Verbatim, someone said something like that, you know. But this, would you like to lose your virginity with someone much older? Is crazy, by the way. What type? To a 29-year-old, crazy.
Like to lose your virginity to an older guy?
That is after I realized she was playing a game. Yes. And everything you read on there.
But you don't know she's
Shut
playing
up.
a game.
I thought she was.
You
I
thought,
was
but
stupid.
so
Yeah.
you thought that you were. Now
Yeah.
she says, "Hey, I'm 14 years old," and you state to her, "Hey, how would you like to use your virginity to
Yeah,
older
I
guy?"
said that. Yeah. But I was saying it
Wouldn't
to a
that be
29-year-old
told-
woman.
He just starts. I said that, and I don't feel sorry about it. He just starts claiming it like in front of everybody. I hate that everyone keeps calling me a predator, even though I am. Oh, I don't feel apologetic at all. There's only been a handful of times that's happened ever, and I loved it every single time. I like whenever they just own up to it. It's so good. It happened in Takedown where the guy was like, I'm so, it really pisses me off that people treat sex offenders like they're subhuman. Whenever I saw that, I could not believe they said that. But it's just the balls and the audacity to say something like that. Like, oh, I can't believe you guys treat us like lesser people. Yeah, you're a sex offender, brother. Oh my god, this guy. I'm making up obviously a fake scenario because he's not doing that. But I like when they do that, and I wish more people would do that. I don't know.
She says, hey, I'm 14 years old, and you state to her, hey, how would you like to use your virginity to older
Yeah, I said that. Yeah. But I was saying it's a 20-year-old woman.
But you don't
and I know nobody's going to believe
the last time she said it, though,
there's no proof someone was 29. All right, stop, man.
Years old.
It didn't matter. I wasn't believing her.
And you exposed yourself via a webcam.
I sent her
right?
a picture.
Of what?
This guy.
A picture of
my cock. Oh, man, look at this. Why is he staring at me, man? Why are you staring at me? Also, one of these days, okay, I'm gonna show up in one of these audiences and you guys would never know. Okay, what if this is me, back here? this guy back here. I mean, not this guy, obviously. This guy over here. You just never know, right? I could be anybody in this audience. Who knows? But what I was gonna say is that, like, how does the audience reaction works? Because do they really just go up to anybody watching the show with this big ass 50-pound camera just zooming into their face like they're doing in these two, you know what I mean? Like, oh, Steve Wilkos is saying something crazy. Let's pan over to female 1 and male 1, But that is crazy, by the way.
And you exposed yourself via a webcam.
I sent her
right?
a picture.
Of what?
A picture of that I got off the internet. Yep.
And it's always that too, by the way. It's always it's not mine. Sadly, and I say that with every single ounce of meaning behind that word. Sadly, there's no real way of proving that, man. We can't pull down Dave's pants in front of everybody and cross compare. We can't cross compare the wieners on the picture that he sent and the guy that was texting, right? But it's always that. Oh, it's all for the internet. It's not me. Does not matter. You're still sending, explicit images to someone that said they were underage. Okay, I feel like we're moving past that at a pretty fast rate. I feel like he really hates that, that angle to attack him at, where it's like, oh, I know she told me that, but I was just being stupid. Well, yeah, then you deserve to stupidly serve your 3 years and 5 years of probation. That's kind of your fault, right? You're stupid.
Of what?
A picture of that I got off the internet.
My wiener.
Yep. I wasn't going to send mine to an adult. And if you don't believe me, hey.
But
look at this guy, man, trying to appeal to the audience.
Send mine to an adult.
Or plead.
And if you don't believe me, hey.
But she says,
whether she said it, I can say I'm President Lincoln. Do you believe me?
But by you.
That's enough, man. Get this guy off the stage, man. I don't want to hear any more of this blabbering. What a stupid argument to make. I can provably see that you're not Abe Lincoln, okay? But if you're on the internet claiming you're Abraham Lincoln, the the 6th president, I completely forgot. Wasn't it like the 3rd? Am I tripping? I don't know. I think it's the 4th. I don't know. Let's actually search this up. What number I know you guys don't give a crap. President was Link. I don't know how to spell Lincoln. I'll be honest. Yeah, okay, that's how you spell it. Yeah, you're right. The 16th, guys. I was a bit off. Okay, I was only off by 6 or 7 numbers. Was I? I technically was off by 10 presidents. But who cares? Okay, I don't even know who was in between, to be honest. Other than with Thomas Jefferson, right? I don't know.
To an adult. And if you don't believe me, hey.
But she says, I'm a minor.
Whether she said it, I can say I'm President Lincoln. Do you believe me?
But by you saying President Lincoln, you're not breaking a law as an adult.
That is really.
You believing that you are having sexually inappropriate.
That's actually a very good way to look at it, because I wouldn't have not thought of that. Claiming I'm Mickey Mouse doesn't make me a criminal, does it? You know, that does not.
By you believing that you are having sexually inappropriate conversations with the minor, you are breaking the law.
If you're talking to one, yes. And if you're believing one, yes.
Let's meet your son, Steven.
Dad, you're a monster.
All right, this is where it gets heavy. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. From what I remember, this gets serious. So yeah, the dad is here. This does say at the bottom. I forget it's on Reddit, but it says at the bottom, my dad was arrested in an underage sex sting. This is including this guy's kid, okay? And I'm not gonna spoil anything, but like from what I hear or from what I remember is that essentially the kid doesn't believe that the dad was like telling the truth about him essentially getting caught up in a lie. You know, the kid thinks he did it, and we'll see if he did or not. I don't know.
Me do this. Could you send a picture of to a 14-year-old?
A wiener.
I did it to an adult.
I don't.
This guy's an idiot. First of all, you're already being like unfaithful to, I'm assuming, his mother. I don't know who he was married to whenever this happened, but he did say ex-wife. So he was married at some point. I'm assuming this whole arrest and this exposure got him into a divorce. But
I believe you. I came here believing you, 90% believing you. Now, after just watching this, I don't know what to believe anymore.
Well, Stephen, you know, nobody wanted to get my side of the story. Nobody wants to listen to me. 10, 11 years this is going on, okay? And I
he
know
doesn't let it
your
go.
mother puts a lot into your mind in the last 10 years.
God, that is ridiculous to say. Your mother is lying about
on,
me.
Okay? And I know your mother puts a lot into your mind in the last 10 years. And I can't, everybody
This guy's
says
a
no,
rat.
but they do. At the end of the show, you'll see I'm telling the truth. I love you. I've always loved you. You're my buddy. You've always been there.
Stop, man. Enough with the waterworks. I don't care, okay? He might truly like be feeling a lot of emotional distress over all of this happening right now in front of all these people. And he, you know, people love their kids. People love their kids. And whenever someone mentions their child and stuff, they get teary-eyed and everything. And I understand. I really do understand. Like, that's kind of who you're living for. So I get that. But it's just, you did this. You did this to your whole, like, your own family. It's not like this happened by accident. You were warned. You were on this adult website, you know, being unfaithful, whatever. I understand people fall out of love all the time. I'm assuming he was married at the time. I'm taking that as a big assumption that he was married at the time before he got arrested and everything. Maybe he was just divorced even before that, but he's trying to meet somebody new. I get that. But whenever someone tells you something that, like, it's just so wrong. Why would anyone entertain the idea of trying to role play with a woman he's never met, by the way? So this is a complete stranger. Role playing being an underage girl. You're just setting yourself up for failure, you know?
I love you. I've always loved you. You're my buddy. You've always been there.
You were my idol. The day I found out about this, I don't even want you around my kids.
Let's
I really
meet
do.
your
Oh,
ex-wife, and this
no.
is your mother,
That is
Debbie.
correct, Steve.
Let's meet Debbie.
The mom is here. Oh my god, this goes a lot further than I thought. And I'm talking a lot, but a lot is happening very quickly. His son has kids, so he has grandchildren, and he doesn't want. God, man, that's
Kids.
bad.
Let's
really
meet
do.
your ex-wife, and this is your mother,
That is
Debbie.
correct, Steve.
Let's meet Debbie.
You make me sick. I can't believe.
Oh, oh, oh.
Sorry, you can do. This is just horrible that you can do this to the kids.
Yep.
I know you did
Go
this.
ahead. Yep.
Wow.
From day one, you were against me since we got married. Okay. Whatever.
Wow.
Everybody has an opinion, and you got your opinion. Fine.
I've seen the police reports.
Yes, you did. You saw a lie. They cut and
believe
pasted
it.
that police report and put everything in there to make me look like the monster you think I am. And I'm done talking.
You know, the kids were kept away because you were in jail for 3 years. You came out, you violated, you went back to jail.
Yeah.
Then you
Ooh.
came out and you had a no
Whoa, whoa,
contact
whoa, is
order.
that true? Hold
Yes.
on.
Oh my god. Every time I watch Steve, man, it never is easy, is it? It always gets so much deeper than what it seems in the damn surface, man. So a lot of information is happening, but he's now saying, "Hey, I don't care if you guys believe me." But then who are you trying to, you know, convince of your innocence here? You know, like you're trying to convince what? The audience, me, Steve. there's no reason for that. You're trying to prove your innocence to your family, to your friends, the people who you know. So why would you vilify the mother of your son, which you just almost cried over, like, you're my buddy? He's got his priorities so, like, out of alignment here. And he's now claiming the police was setting him up is crazy. We see that a lot on TCAB. Every guy always just believes that they have the entire world just against them. And it's just so tiring because it almost feels like they've convinced themselves, you know, he's convinced himself that this is the case. Yeah. Everyone tried setting him up. Oh, guys, everyone look, Dave was living too much of a happy life. We have to ruin his life. Like, no, he did
Make me look like the monster you think I am. And I'm done talking.
You know, the kids were kept away because you were in jail for 3 years. You came out, you violated, you went back to jail.
Yeah,
Then you came out and you had a no contact
Whoa, is
order.
that true?
Yes.
Hold on.
Hold on.
Whoa.
I violated for a curfew.
Whoa. You got out of jail,
Yeah.
and then you went back in?
I did. I got out of jail in 2010.
Right.
2012, I came home late, and that's how I violated.
And they put you back in prison?
Yes.
So,
And then when
I
you
know.
did get out, you had a no contact order.
Okay.
So
That
again,
sounds like a lie. I don't know if that's true. If you just, like, if you're not home by 11, they'll, like, come in with, like, a SWAT team and take you. I don't know if that's true.
Put you back
How
in
would they even monitor that? I don't know.
prison?
Yes.
So,
and then when
I
you
know.
did get out, you had a no contact order.
Okay. No, I
So again, you weren't allowed around the kids.
No, I had no contact.
Okay.
No, listen.
My
I
God.
had
No,
contact with
nobody
you that
wants to
time.
listen to you anymore.
Oh, tell him. Come on, Steve.
Dave, you came here and you took a lie detector test. And we asked you, did you believe that you were communicating with a 14-year-old female? You answered no.
I'm scared.
Did you go?
I think he did it. Okay, I'm just gonna get my final thoughts in before he gets revealed. I think he did it, and just over the fact that he's like almost a perfectly framed, and not framed as in, you know, set up, but like perfectly, you know, archetype of a TCAP pred that I've seen hundreds of times. I think he did it.
Go to meet a 14-year-old female for the purpose of sexual physical contact? You answered no. The results came back the same to each question, and they came back that Dave did not tell the truth.
Oh my God.
Bull.
Oh my God. I knew he was not gonna pass. I'm pretty sure I remember him that he did it, but the reason why is because I think I remember the son's reaction. My God, I just can't. I have seen some that they legit didn't do it. Okay, it's not impossible. It's not like we always show up to these videos assuming that they're guilty. Okay, I've seen the cases where they are innocent. Okay, but it's just there was nothing that gave me any form of confidence that he didn't do it. What? What? I didn't do something that I did do? Oh, crap.
Bull. I'll take another one because that is crap. That is crap.
Yeah,
I
the
want to take
machines
another
are
one.
wrong. Everybody
Yes,
in the
they are.
world's wrong.
Well,
The
let me take
judges are
another one
wrong.
then.
The lawyers
How
are wrong.
could you? Why?
Let me take another one then.
That's all lies.
Let
You
me take another one.
You said before
Let
that
me
you
take
already
another
took
one. No. When I was on probation, I had to take them and I passed.
You're taking
This
life.
guy's so ratty, man. Goodness gracious. Even in the face of his kid, he still wants to keep this lie up. I understand he's made it his whole life purpose to just convince people around him that he got set up. But we all know that's not true. Come on, man. You're such a that of any form. I have seen it all. I've damn near seen it all when it comes to these men. And he's damn near one of them. He could have shown up on TCAP and nothing would have changed. Okay, his story would have been the exact same. He would have still been convicted of the same crimes. Everything would have been the exact same. God, man.
Trust whatever you're doing on probation has nothing concerning the crime that you did. You believed you were talking to a 14-year-old.
No, I did
you
not.
believed you were going to have sex with a 14-year-old.
not.
And that's why you spent 3 years in prison.
No.
And that's why you came here today and failed this lie detector test.
I didn't fail.
Okay. Nobody made you come on my show. You're not required by law to appear on my show. You, on your own decision, pled no contest to a crime, and you served your time. You kept talking about, oh, I've been taking lie detector tests. Not about whether you did it, not whether you believed it was 14-year-old, and you came here today and you failed. If you really want to repair what you have with your son and your grandchildren, start telling the truth.
Oh, you know, they got the trumpets blaring and everything. And this is serious. This is about to get serious because you know it's now all about the family now. But it's just, what did he say? I feel like I'm losing my mind.
Not about whether you did it, not whether you believed it was 14-year-old, and you came here today and you failed. If you really want...
Oh, serving time. Always pleading no contest. A lot of TCAP guys have done that before. And it's usually to avoid a heavier sentence. And that's usually whenever they have all the evidence they need. You're kind of just cooked. And... come on, you're at the house. That's one of the things that I feel like nails these guys down the hardest out of everything, is that you made the extra effort to drive to this girl's house to do this, okay? Because let's say it is all fantasy and you're just keeping it online, it's still a crime. They can still set out a warrant for your arrest and everything, but the fact that you show up to the house and everything, you got arrested physically at the location, just does not help you out, okay? And I don't think he's gonna admit. I don't remember if he does or not, okay? If he does like fully admit to his family that he did it, but I do not expect him to do so. These guys never accept what they did is wrong. There's very little guys that do so.
Want to repair what you have with your son and your grandchildren, start telling the truth. If you want to hang on to trying to protect a false narrative of what actually happened, then you will grow old, alone, and miserable. But if you come out and say, you know what, I made a mistake, I'm a human being, and I made a mistake.
Oh, I've been saying that. I've made a mistake, you know?
But he's not admitting it, okay? He's legit about to go on this rant again. That I made a mistake believing or trusting this 29-year-old who's actually 14 that they say, or whatever. Like, he's gonna try to spin this.
Oh,
well, no,
I should have stopped talking to this woman.
But you're not.
Like, that's not the lesson here.
Saying it right now on national TV. Okay.
Well, you admit that you thought you were going to have sex.
That I will not admit. No.
Okay.
So everything else, yes.
Go ahead, have at it.
Come on, man.
I'm done. You're not seeing me. You're not seeing my kids ever again.
If
And I don't rot in hell for the rest of your life.
That's what you think.
I'm
Fine.
done.
Over a stupid polygraph that's incorrect. Fine.
Over what?
I'm done.
Over a stupid polygraph that's incorrect. Fine. I knew I shouldn't have come on
I
the
don't want
show.
to hear anymore from you. I'm done.
Oh, he's blaming the test, the Steve Wilkos test. That is low. Oh my God, he's really trying to say it's their fault now. This guy is blameless. Okay, guys. Goodness. Jesus, man.
See you from the day I was born.
And you should have.
Trusted you.
Yep. Don't believe that polygraph, Steven. Sorry.
You know what's sad?
You know, it really is sad.
You know what's sad is we're all human beings. I've had my own tough times and had to face reality things. But what I'm always willing to do, I'll do whatever it takes to have my family.
Oh, me too. Trust me.
What do you want?
Shut up, man. This is how I'm feeling here, man. Like, just drop it. Like, it's so tiring. Like, don't you actually think it's so tiring to just always have to lie and lie and lie and just be like, no, I didn't do this. But you pled no contest. You should have had this energy when you got convicted. Oh my God, I love these. I really do. Oh my goodness, I kind of miss it. I miss it. Why did I ever stop, man? I don't know.
Won't.
No, I will. You don't understand, Steve.
No, I do understand.
He's not.
I do understand.
I wish you were in my situation. Didn't you see what?
Well, you know what? I don't want to be in your situation.
I don't want to be in it either. I don't want to be in it either.
But you are throwing away
Everything.
a perfectly good life preserver to save you and your family to be together. Instead of being totally honest, you're protecting.
I'm not going to lie.
Like some people genuinely cannot fathom the idea of ever admitting they're wrong. Like, holy shit, you have not lived your entire life blameless, faultless, and just without. Oh my god, I'm losing my mind here, because the minute you apologize for something that is like so fucking long ago, by the way, 11 years, drop it. Just drop it. No one gives a damn crap anymore. They hate the fact that you keep denying it. I feel like that honestly is doing more damage to your image, the fact that you keep being a damn moron and just keep at it when everything is against you. And it's so God, man, doing the fuck, man.
Instead of being totally honest, you're protecting.
I'm not gonna lie about something I didn't do, because
You lie every day.
Nobody's
I don't
asking.
lie every. What are you talking
You're
about?
a pathological liar.
No, I'm not.
That's all you do is lie. Apparently so.
Apparently not.
Apparently so. You failed the test.
Yeah, well, I want to take another one, and if I have to pay for it, I
good
will.
luck. Good luck with taking another one. And when you get those results, you can forward them on to Dan, and maybe we take it on the end of this show. But if you don't want to take the last chance I'm offering you, and I'm giving you damn good advice, all they want you to say is, you know what? I did it. I'm sorry. It'll never happen again.
If that's what they want to hear.
Cut the video, man. That's what we're leaving it. I'm so I cannot believe this. I cannot believe he's really about to spin that. Oh my god, he's pulling that one out. I can't believe this. He's really about to go. If that's what it takes to make them happy, I'll say it. Means you don't want to mean it, which then it just ends up being nothing, because now you're just saying what they want to hear and you're not believing it, and it's so annoying.
I did it. I'm sorry. It'll never happen again.
If that's what they want to hear. If that's what they want to hear to make them happy, even though in my heart it's not the truth, I'll tell them it, because I want them to be happy.
Unironically, him saying all this just goes back to what? Him lying. If that's what they want to hear and that's not what I truly believe, so you're lying.
Whether it's, but in my no, I didn't do it. Don't start talking.
Hey, Dave.
I'm sorry. I love my kids.
Dave.
Don't start talking. First of all, man, I just want to make this very clear, Dave. Everyone in the audience wants to beat your ass. Okay, you do not want to vilify the damn audience, because you will get jumped. I don't know if you've seen the rest of my other Steve Wilkos videos, but the one that we watched prior to this one, it was the guy who was accused of abusing his infant, which, yes, it is that serious. It is really that crazy. He got literally threatened on stage, by the way, by someone in the audience. He legit told him, hey, meet me outside in the parking lot after this. You do not want that, man. You do not want that fight, because you're not winning that.
Get the hell off my stage.
I'm out of here. The backstage, just in case you don't know. Oh, God, man. This is the part that I hate, man.
I think your father, your ex-husband, really is a sick dude for trying to hook up with a 14-year-old child. But he can't tell the truth, even if it would save everything he has with you. I would hope
he's not willing to even do that, man. Even just he's not doing it for his kid. That's in a very unironic, poetic way. That's the case. He's not willing to admit what he did to save his own child. Okay. God. Like, just the fact that that's all. That's where it ends. That's where it ends. When it comes to how much your father values you, to not at least bite the bullet and just say, yeah, you know what, screw it. I'm done lying. And I'm done, I guess, being away from my family. He didn't care.
Can't tell the truth, even if it would save everything he has with you. I would hope sometime in the near future or sometime in any future, he tells you the truth, confesses, and begs for your forgiveness. But until that time, enjoy your family, protect your kids. Thanks for being on the show.
I don't even think. Okay, the last thing I'm gonna say. I don't even think I would accept anything past this point, because even with all this pressure, even getting proven wrong on the spot, you admit it. Because next you're just kind of like, oh crap, I did mess up. Let me just go let them hear what they want to hear. He just said that. I wouldn't trust a single word that he said after he said that.
Why would you do this? You were my everything.
This is so wrong, man.
It hurts so.
I feel so bad. I feel so incredibly bad. Because, again, you should do everything in your power for your kids. If you're a loving parent, that's your main goal in life. It's your main goal in life. And this guy couldn't do it. And it's not easy. His son, he obviously feels all the weight of all this, because he's probably ashamed of it. Like, he was raised by someone who was a monster. It doesn't make him a monster at all. And I'm sure he'll eventually figure that out, and he'll know that, and people will tell him that, because he really isn't. He really isn't. Oh, and by the way, I just want to say this. One of the guys, I hate to boil it down, but I didn't respond to his reply, but I should. I don't know if maybe he's watching now somehow, some way. But one of the people that showed up on this show actually left a comment, which I don't know how to verify it, but I'm assuming so because he gave more context. He replied to my video. He left a comment. It was the Dirty Grandma video where the grandma was very kind of fishy and inappropriate with their kids. Her son's her grandkids. The son that appeared on the show left a comment, and I don't think I ever replied. I think it just left my mind. But if somehow he somehow sees this, thank you for leaving the comment. And if you do want to check it out, it is there. I don't know if I pinned it or not, but it is there. And I just want to say, somehow, some way, if this guy watches this video, more power to you. I hope he's doing a lot better. He's raising his family right. The best thing you could do is lead as an example of what not to do, okay? Because a lot of people, they do not become their parents. Everyone thinks that they do. And it's very easy to become your parents. But when you don't, that makes you a great parent. And I'm sure he knows that. I'm sure he's a lot happier now, not having to deal with that BS. This came out 2 days ago? There's no way this came out 2 days ago. Wow. But anyway, I hope he's doing a lot better now.
Why would you do this? You were my everything. It hurts so much. I've never been so embarrassed in my entire life. It's called.
And I get that, by the way, because I'm not gonna put my family on blast here, okay? But I feel like everyone has had their parents do something kind of unhonorable, like something that you didn't agree with, or something a little bit like whack or fishy. It's just kind of makes you look at your parents differently. I've had that happen in my life, okay? And I feel that because you guys don't know, and if I divulge more information, you'd know me. It's not like you'd find out that I'm like your neighbor or something. I don't care if you know who I am necessarily, but it's just personal stuff, At that point, it would just be a therapy session. But yeah, I definitely have been ashamed of family members and stuff, having them be related to me. I get that.
My dad.
Oh, brother, that's horrible. So let's read the comments now. There's no TCAP wiki, obviously. This is not to catch a predator. But anyway, any form of child abuse is sickening. I will never understand someone being attracted to children. Yep. I feel bad for his son. To realize your own father is a sick pervert is beyond embarrassing. He's so guilty and a terrible liar. Dude looked like Dr. Eggman from Sonic. Yeah, he really did. He looks exactly like someone Chris Hansen and TCAP would catch. Same excuse with a tosser. Legit. Anna T, thank you so much for explaining it well. Chris Hansen says, take a seat. Steve says, stand your ass up. Dave knew what he was doing and still ends up denying it. What a moron. Dave, we all watched you exposed on Dayline NBC, and now you're exposed again on Steve Wilkos. You should have gotten more time. Did he? I don't remember. I don't think he did. From what I recall, I don't think Dave was on the way to the beach. Dave just looked creepy too. Just tells you everything right there. Was he caught by Chris Hansen specifically? No, I don't think so. Sorry, Shayla.
11.
Let's see. Where's that? Yeah, it was. The Guardian. That sounds really familiar. Guardian sounds like something that would be modern day Chris Hansen. I'm pretty sure that's like a takedown thing, but this was 2007. And mind you, they don't air every single predator that shows up on TCAT, by the way. I know that. But there's a list of men, you know, and I don't think he's ever been one. She might have school the next day. You don't even need the lie detector to know this idiot is lying and guilty. He sucks at defending himself, as much defense as a wet paper towel. Let's see. 25 years to life should have been the proper sentence for Dave, not 3 years. So to explain kind of how that works, it is all just attempted. That's kind of why it's a lighter sentence, mind you. We're gonna watch this one next. I'm actually gonna add that to watch later. And I've seen that one, and God, this guy's horrible. But anyway, the reason why it's not 25 is because it's all attempted. You know, it's not. If he did do it, he would get a heavier sentence. I don't know if it's 25 years. I think it'd be more like 15 or 10 to 15, which is, I think, is not good enough. It's not good enough at all. He knew right away. Instantly, he got the heebie-jeebies. Death Predator vibes. Could be in a matter of seconds. Could tell in a matter of seconds. Can't believe he's just standing there. You're trying to gaslight everyone. He's like a child who is guilty and knows it, but refuses to confess. Ain't no way you think that's a form of playing. That should give you the immediate ick. Takes accountability for nothing. Blames everyone. He's too embarrassed to admit the truth to everyone, but a 14-year-old. Perverts ruin children's lives, then want to blame everyone else. SMH. 2 words, role-playing chat room. Yeah. So, how those two make Steven... Let's not take it there. They say you can't tell by looking at them, but for FFS, Dave looks exactly how you think a pedo would look. And why has he got his trousers so high? He looks like Dr. Robotnik. Chris Hansen popped out and said, "Have a seat. Can we have a conversation?" Anyway, so yeah, we're going to leave that there. Thank you. Oh, not before thanking our members. So, oh, that's not it. So, thank you so much to Courtney Easy. Courtney Easy. Goodman _Ace. Drizzleflusen 8477. Will Redding 1302. Zanzibar _Daleks. Boba _McFetridge. Suslang. Alice Guess. Spudman NL. Ghost-Husband. Lost in Dark Paradise. Mark the Borg at 99. Bass Trout Fishing. And last but not least, Lil Tits is back, baby. Anyway, yeah. But what I was gonna say is that'll be it. Thank you so much for watching. Steve Wilkos with me. If you like the video, please leave a like. Hopefully, if you've made it this far, leave a recommendation. If you want a certain Steve Wilkos video, if you want another trashy reality TV style video, you let me know. I want to watch different things. You know, I don't want to just watch TCAP. You know what I mean? Not just watch TCAP. I love TCAP. Don't get me wrong. And that'll probably still be the main, you know, shtick here. But watching Steve, watching Maury, watching, you know, Jerry Springer would definitely add some spice into this life. So yeah, leave a recommendation. Goodbye.